90% of these videos are going to be literally me sitting here or in my studio just talking about whatever it is I feel like talking about that day. So some days I might be out doing stuff, some days I might just be here working on some art stuff, working on video stuff. So some days I might just not have the most interesting vlog ever, but I thought for the days that I'm like not going out doing crazy stuff, I thought maybe I could do like just videos talking about certain things. So one of the topics I would like to talk about is centered around YouTube news, I guess you could say, and it's sort of older news now because the change has like been in place for like a while now, like a few weeks, but I thought I'd still talk about it because it's still causing a lot of confusion and a lot of people are still talking about it a lot. The thing I want to talk about today is the whole new monetization requirements and YouTube's new like AdSense policy or whatever they're calling it. That's what I want to talk about. Okay, so let's just like give like a little bit of like the background info for people that don't follow this stuff or don't know much about this stuff. So the main way that like big YouTubers and stuff like that make money from doing this is through AdSense, which AdSense is what is in charge of like putting those ads in front of the videos or the ads around the screen that you might be seeing depending on how you're watching this. They're paid based on how many ads are clicked on, and there's this huge range of stuff. Basically that's kind of the main way a lot of people will start making money on YouTube. It's not the only way, but it's definitely a way. The reality of it is it doesn't actually pay that well, so not very many people make their living off just the ads, and I think that's something that people need to understand as well. That's just how it works. You get paid to have ads put on your videos. As annoying as they might be, that's just how it works. The policy used to be you just have to hit 10,000 views on your channel, and once you hit 10,000 views, then you can apply for AdSense and you can apply to have your channel monetized, which is, you literally would make like 3 cents a video or something if you're just starting it. You'd make nothing, but that's just how it was. And the thing with that is, if you're a small channel, you could make the stupidest videos ever. So you might not be like into it, you might not be serious about it at all, but you could potentially make big money if the video goes viral, or if for some reason it takes off, whatever, it could happen. You could make money off stealing another popular YouTuber's video, say if it's something controversial that they removed, if you downloaded it and reposted it. There's just ways around it. You could make money really easily because 10,000 views isn't that much if it's a really popular video, right? Stupid battery died. You could potentially make like a lot of money, or you could make some money off stealing content, whatever. There were ways of sort of hacking the system, I guess. And recently, and I think this might have been maybe pushed along by some YouTube drama that may have occurred in Japan with this certain dude who's just a complete dickhead. But basically YouTube they completely changed their whole approach to allowing people to become monetized. Where it used to be you just need to get 10,000 lifetime views on your channel and then you could apply. Now it's different. So the new AdSense policy or monetization policy says that you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time over the past 12 months. But then you also have to have 1,000 subscribers on your channel, and when you've achieved both of those things, then you can apply to be monetized and you can apply to start making money. That's the new policy, and a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people are kind of hating on it, and a lot of people are complaining about it. And when I first read it, I thought it was a stupid decision, but then when I thought about it a little bit more, I realized it makes sense. With so many people making YouTube videos now, some of them are way better than others, and some of them are like, there's just so much different stuff, and this is just their way of kind of controlling who is making money from doing it, who's getting paid to make the things they're making. And while I do think it was maybe sprung on people a little quickly, I think it's not that much of a big deal. I think a lot of people are complaining about it, a lot of people are being discouraged from it, but it's not that big of a deal when you think about it. So if you look into how a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people on YouTube make money, it's not always just through AdSense. It's most of the time it's not really AdSense at all. They'll make a lot of money from it, especially some of the big people, but it's nowhere near the full amount of their income. A lot of that comes through like sponsorships and like brand deals and stuff like that. That's where they make more of their money. So there's just heaps of different other ways that these people are making money, and I think the people that are either just starting out or that aren't really educated on it, they're looking at it and they're freaking out and they're saying, okay, so now it's impossible to start making money from this. First things first, you probably weren't going to be making much money anyway. Depending on the levels of views and stuff you get, it fluctuates, but I think at one point I read that like $5,000 is equal to roughly 200,000 views. I think that was something like that. You probably weren't affected really at all. You probably have lost a few cents. So you probably weren't affected by this if you're a small channel. If you were affected, you were affected like a really little amount. So it's probably nothing. At the most, it's probably cost you a cup of coffee a month. I don't know, but I don't think it's that bad. So the next thing that I want to talk about is like the people that are getting discouraged from it, and the people that have small channels like me who maybe get discouraged by the fact that YouTube's making it harder to make money. It shouldn't discourage you. Like if you're doing this, or if you're just starting to do this with the sole intention of just getting paid to make the videos and stuff like that, you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons. You probably weren't going to last on it anyway. If I was making these videos just for the sake of getting paid, I would have stopped. I wouldn't even like. I'd be dumb, right? No one. The quality and how new I am to this, there's no way I'm ready to be doing this as a job. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because, well, there's heaps of reasons why I'm doing it. There's heaps of reasons why I think it's going to benefit me. Eventually, I would like to make something bigger out of it. Maybe something where I am making a bit of cash from it. But that's not my major reason. The major reason is it's just because it's something that I'm interested in doing. It's something that I'm enjoying doing, even though I'm really scared of doing it still. The money side of it isn't really what it's about. Through all of the rambling, I guess the thing that I'm trying to say is, if you're like finding that you're discouraged from making any kind of YouTube content just because they've changed the ad policy, maybe step back and think about it a little bit more. If you really want to do it, that shouldn't matter to you. And if your videos, if you're really good enough to be getting paid, you'd be getting paid to do it. You'd have brands asking for you to, you know, do paid work for them. You'd have more viewers and more subscribers anyway, so you probably wouldn't be even thinking about this change. I just think it's not something to complain about. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think anyone's greatly affected by it. There's so many people on here now making videos, and there's so many more people coming. I think they needed a way to separate sort of the serious people from the non-serious people, and I definitely think they needed a way of separating the shittier videos and the people that are not making stuff that I think should be on here. And that's it. I wanted to talk about it because I just thought it would be like interesting to give my perspective on it, because I'm someone who's just starting out and I'm hearing all of the big creators that I follow talk about it, and not many smaller people really acknowledging it outside of complaining about it. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole thing. 2 cents is literally how much I'd probably be earning right now. Maybe I wouldn't even be earning that. By the way, thank you to like all of the people that have been like sending me messages and stuff. I'm still super nervous and super like freaked out about it, but it's also kind of cool because so many people have been like shooting me messages and stuff, and yeah, it's cool. I'm still really scared though, and I'm guarantee you I'm going to be super awkward about it if you bring it up in person, but you know, whatever, it's cool. Alright, bye.